If you've ever joined a company early, you may have noticed something. The organization might still be forming, teams are still being hired, processes are still being built, but the power structure already looks decided. Certain people already control the important decisions. Certain roles already carry more influence than others, even though the system itself is still being built. Most people assume power develops slowly as systems grow. First, the organization forms, then influence spreads, and eventually leadership emerges. But that isn't usually what happens. In many systems, power forms very early, often before the structure itself is complete. The hierarchy is already taking shape. This happens because someone has to make the first coordination decisions: who allocates resources, who organizes work, who connects different parts of the system. Those early coordination roles quietly become positions of authority. Once those roles exist, the rest of the structure builds around them. New teams report through them. Decisions pass through them. The hierarchy forms while the system itself is still being built. As the system grows, more coordination flows through those same positions. More decisions depend on them. The structure begins expanding around the original hierarchy. Think about how a building is constructed. Once the central support structure is built, everything else must connect to it. The rest of the building expands outward from that core. Once power forms early, it rarely resets. This is why power often forms early inside economic systems, not because individuals plan to dominate, but because the first coordination roles become structural control points. So the common belief is backwards. Power forms while the system itself is still being built. And once those early power centers exist, the structure begins hardening around them.